foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Yeah, drown out my problems, let me. When I've been magic, with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my...
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's Steven Gostkowski now to kick this one off. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team.
First down and 10 at their own 21-yard line. Look out! Check 22! One back. Check three.
The first carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, second and a yard. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They'll try the air now with Locke. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack.
Check 45 at the mic. They can't hang with us. Check 26, check 26.
Third and long, it's Locke. He finds Beckham complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Call that a gain of 38. A big march forward on the third down conversion.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Here's Locke. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. A great play there. 32 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. What's good on the extra point? And that makes the score 7-0.
Visitors 7, Raiders nothing.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken short. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. He finds an opening past the 40. Got his man, it's Driver complete. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Hey, Echo. 52 right here. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Out of the gun, Luck. He's got it to Ingram, complete. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Watch the twist, watch the twist.
Play action. It's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Second quarter from Oakland. The homestanding Raiders with the football here as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Love. This one complete to Ingram. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Disaster there, resulting in a loss of 7 on 3rd down. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. This is taken at the 18. We'll call that a 41-yard punt. The net a little greater, though, following a loss on the return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
At the 23-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They'll run here with Bo. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, this is Jackson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They get 14 yards there and a 1st down.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. They'll run on first down. It's Jackson. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. It's a gain of 35. They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free. But we didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting rooms. They planned for a run like that to happen, maybe a couple of them. But what did they tell their guys all week? You know what they said. Move on to the next play. That one just happened. Let it go.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. On first down, it's Jackson, and he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 25-yard line.
45. Mike, 45. Let him know. Let him know.
Now a give right side. Jackson. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. 25 yards to the house. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score. Visitors 14. Raiders 0.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
Their own 26-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Donald Driver, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Line 40!
Here I come.
To throw is Love. Able to find Warner. That's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Locke rolling to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. CD, with that incompletion, let's look at some of the big games week 13. So these are ones that our crew probably think are the biggest 4. Let's rank them 1 to 4 as far as how big they are and what they mean. Baltimore, Buffalo, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead.
Stay with your man. Mike, 50, Mike, 50. 12. Mike, hey, wahoo. Go ahead.
Luck now to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
40.
Check out. 163. 11B.
After the interception, it's Locke, escaping the pressure right. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
It leads to 2nd and
10. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now a give right side. It's Jackson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Check out. 674. 12.
45, Mike, 45. Let's go.
5. 12.
From the gun on third down, Locke being chased out left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Kenny Stills, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Throwing is Locke. On the move to his left. And that will be incomplete. So coming up empty here to start the third quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
They are going for it. It's Locke. He's going to loft one deep left into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by 9-time Pro Bowler Ed Reed. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. He was looking that time for Stills. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days. And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hatchet. Check. Fresno. Watch twist.
They'll run again with Jackson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Hey, exit.
Back to throw. Love. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. Ryan Shazier got in that time, the first-round pick of 2014. Here's J.K. Scott now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. Here's Hill on the return. That'll go in the books as just a 16-yard punt. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going deep here for Stills. And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 5. Stills the intended target.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Back. 25, check 23.
Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. It looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Check out. 140. Keep it up. Check 37. Check 37.
On 3rd down, Dickerson. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Check out. 380. Check. 140. Easy. Alert.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. The tackle made by Keith Bullock.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Not today.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come.
I just got bags from Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model.